Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 12 motorcycles that'll leave you broke with repairs. Number 12, Royal Enfield Shotgun 650. The Royal Enfield Shotgun 650 is marketed as a stylish middleweight cruiser, but many riders quickly learn that it can drain their wallet faster than expected. While its entry price of around $7,000 feels affordable compared to bigger cruisers, the long-term costs tell another story. At its core, the bike runs a parallel twin 650cc engine that produces 47 horsepower. It looks good on paper, but frequent oil leaks, electrical gremlins, and overheating issues show up after only a few thousand miles. Owners have reported that repair bills climb past $500 at a time, with some jobs pushing over $1,000 when major components like the clutch or ECU need replacement. Parts availability in the USA can also be a headache, which means longer wait times and higher labor charges. The Shotgun 650 is also notorious for vibration problems. While that may not sound too costly, the side effects often include cracked mounts, worn-out chains, and even broken exhaust brackets. Each fix piles on another couple $100, and over the span of 10,000 miles, the bills stack up fast. By the time the odometer crosses 30,000 miles, many owners find themselves sinking thousands into keeping it alive, which defeats the low upfront price. Overall, the Royal Enfield Shotgun 650 may look like a budget-friendly cruiser at first glance, but the constant repairs and hidden costs make it one of those motorcycles that can leave you broke quicker than you expect. Number 11, BMW R18. The BMW R18 is a heavyweight cruiser built with eye-catching design and a massive engine, but it comes with repair costs that can drain a bank account. Its starting price is around $16,000, which is already high, but the real problem begins when it comes to maintenance and repairs. Powering the bike is an 1800cc boxer twin engine, one of the largest in production. While it delivers strong torque and a unique ride feel, it also brings complexity. Routine service often costs several $100s, and more involved jobs like valve adjustments or clutch replacements can easily cross $2,000 at a dealer. Reliability becomes questionable when the R18 racks up higher mileage. Many riders report issues with electronic components, sensors, and the shaft drive system. A single repair in those areas can set an owner back by over $1,000. By the time the bike approaches 30,000 miles, the upkeep costs often surpass what riders expect from a premium brand. Resale value is not encouraging either. The R18 loses thousands of dollars in depreciation within the first 2 years, and used buyers often hesitate to take on a cruiser known for high upkeep. Overall, the BMW R18 is a machine that demands constant spending to keep it running properly. Number 10, Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster is pitched as a modern entry point into the Harley lineup, but owning one often becomes a costly experience. With a starting price of around $13,000, it feels like a decent deal compared to larger Harleys, but the real expense starts once it leaves the showroom. The bike runs on the Revolution Max 975cc V-twin engine, delivering decent power and a lively ride. However, its complexity means that even minor repairs require skilled labor. Routine servicing at a dealership can run over $300, and if something goes wrong with the electronic rider aids or engine sensors, bills can shoot past $1,000 in no time. Durability over higher mileage is another concern. Riders have reported oil leaks, fuel pump failures, and clutch wear before reaching 20,000 miles. Each of these problems carries repair costs ranging from several hundred to well over $1,000. Depreciation also hits hard. Within 2 to 3 years, the Nightster can lose thousands of dollars in value, making it a poor choice for those hoping to recover part of their investment later. Overall, the Harley-Davidson Nightster may grab attention with its design and brand name, but between frequent service needs, expensive parts, and steep depreciation, it is one of those bikes that can leave you broke if you plan on keeping it long-term. Number 9, Royal Enfield Continental GT 650. The Royal Enfield Continental GT650 stands out with its cafe racer styling and attractive entry price of around $7,000, but many riders in the USA learn that the long-term ownership costs are far from cheap. While it feels like a bargain at first, its reliability issues and repair bills quickly stack up. The bike is powered by a 650cc parallel-twin engine producing 47 horsepower. While smooth enough on open roads, it has a reputation for oil seepage, overheating in hot climates, and electrical problems that show up before hitting 15,000 miles. Repairs for these issues often cost several $100s at a time, and when bigger components like the clutch or gearbox fail, owners face bills crossing $1,000. Since parts availability in the USA can be limited, wait times stretch and labor costs increase, leaving riders frustrated. Vibration is another hidden cost. The Continental GT is known for rattling parts loose, leading to cracked mounts, broken brackets, and prematurely worn chains. Fixing these problems might not sound too heavy individually, but at $200 to $500 per repair, the expenses add up fast over time. Overall, the Royal Enfield Continental GT650 is a motorcycle that looks affordable and stylish. But its repair costs and depreciation make it one of those rides that can leave you broke sooner than you think. Number 8. Indian Chief. The Indian Chief is marketed as a classic American cruiser with timeless styling, but owning one can quickly turn into a costly burden. With a starting price of around $15,000, it sits in the premium range, and the real financial sting comes once you start factoring in repairs and maintenance. At its heart, the Chief runs a large V-twin engine that delivers strong torque and a signature rumble. While it feels powerful, it also brings expensive upkeep. Basic servicing often costs $400 to $600, and once bigger jobs like clutch replacements or electronic repairs come into play, the bills climb to over $2,000. Longevity is also questionable compared to its competitors. By the time the Chief clocks 30,000 to 40,000 miles, owners often face fuel system issues, sensor failures, and transmission wear. Each repair can set them back several $100s, and when multiple issues arise at once, the costs quickly snowball into thousands. Add to that the fact that its heavy weight eats through tires and brake pads faster than expected, requiring replacements every few thousand miles at another several $100s a pop. All in all, while the Indian Chief delivers on presence and power, the financial reality is far less appealing. Number 7. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a muscular power cruiser built to impress with sheer size, but its ownership costs can wear down even the most dedicated rider's wallet. With a base price of around $15,000, it might seem like a fair deal for such a big bike, but the long-term expenses tell a different story. The bike runs on a massive 1,780cc V-twin engine that delivers over 100 horsepower and a mountain of torque. While this sounds exciting, the engine is notorious for being hard on components. Clutch failures are a recurring complaint, with repairs often costing over $1,500. The shaft drive system, while durable in theory, is also expensive to service when problems arise, sometimes running past $2,000 for parts and labor. The M109R also suffers from heavyweight wear and tear. At nearly 800 pounds, it chews through tires quickly, often needing replacements every 5,000 to 6,000 miles. Electrical issues have also been reported, especially with the fuel injection system, and those repairs easily cross the $1,000 mark. By the time the odometer touches 30,000 miles, owners often find themselves sinking thousands into repairs just to keep it running. Overall, the Suzuki Boulevard M109R is big, bold, and powerful, but it comes at a steep cost. Number 6. Indian FTR. The Indian FTR is marketed as a flat track-inspired street bike with aggressive looks and sporty handling, but it often proves to be a wallet-draining machine for riders in the USA. Its starting price sits around $13,000, and while that sounds manageable, the real sting comes with its repair and maintenance bills. Underneath, the bike packs a 1,200cc V-twin engine that produces over 100 horsepower. It is a lively performer, but with performance comes complexity. Owners frequently report issues with fueling, engine mapping, and overheating, which often require dealership visits. A single ECU or sensor replacement can cost over $1,000, while valve adjustments push bills even higher. Durability over the long haul is another sore spot. By the time the bike reaches 20,000 to 30,000 miles, common problems include clutch wear, fuel pump failures, and electrical malfunctions. Each of these issues runs several $100s, and when multiple crop up together, repair costs can balloon into the thousands. The running costs don't end there. The bike's sporty setup burns through tires fast, sometimes requiring a new rear tire every 4,000 to 5,000 miles, which adds another $200 to $300 each time. Overall, the Indian FTR delivers thrills in short bursts, but the hidden costs make it one of the most expensive middleweight bikes to maintain. Number 5. Moto Guzzi Stelvio. The Moto Guzzi Stelvio is an adventure touring bike with Italian character, but owning one in the USA can empty your wallet faster than you'd think. Its price starts around $16,000, but the upkeep and repair costs push it into a category that feels far more expensive over time. It carries a 1,040cc V-twin engine that makes solid power for long rides, yet it's notorious for mechanical quirks. Oil leaks, fuel injection issues, and valve train problems tend to appear before hitting 20,000 miles. Fixing these can range from several $100s for small leaks to over $2,000 when major parts need replacing. Since Moto Guzzi has a smaller dealer network in the USA, many owners are stuck with long wait times and high labor rates at specialty shops, which often exceed $150 an hour. The Stelvio's electronics are another money drain. ABS sensors, dash clusters, and fuel mapping modules have been reported to fail, and those repairs can easily cross $1,000 each. For a bike built for long-distance touring, that's a frustrating expense. Overall, the Moto Guzzi Stelvio might appeal to riders who want something different from mainstream adventure bikes, but its high repair costs, limited dealer support, and poor resale value make it a motorcycle that can leave its owner broke in the long run. Number 4. BMW R1250 RT. The BMW R1250 RT is sold as a premium touring motorcycle, but its repair and maintenance costs in the USA make it one of the most expensive bikes to own. With a starting price of around $20,000, it already sits in luxury territory, and the real expenses pile up once it's on the road. At its core, the bike runs a 1,250cc boxer twin engine that produces smooth power for long-distance riding. While capable, it is mechanically complex and demands constant attention. Routine services often cost over $500, while more involved maintenance like valve adjustments or clutch replacements can exceed $2,000. The shaft drive system, praised for durability, can also become a nightmare when it fails, with repairs sometimes crossing $3,000. The electronics package is another financial trap. The RT is loaded with features like adaptive cruise control, riding modes, and dynamic suspension, but when sensors or modules fail, replacements are rarely under $1,000. By the time the bike reaches 30,000 to 40,000 miles, owners often face mounting costs from worn suspension components, brake system issues, and electrical failures. Overall, the BMW R1250 RT delivers comfort and performance on the open road, but it does so at a massive financial cost. Number 3. Indian Springfield. The Indian Springfield is promoted as a classic touring cruiser with strong heritage, but it can quietly drain a rider's bank account in the USA. Its starting price of around $22,000 already makes it a major investment, and once you factor in maintenance and repairs, the costs rise steeply. The bike carries a large Thunderstroke V-twin engine that delivers plenty of torque, but it isn't cheap to keep running. Basic service visits often cost $500 or more, and clutch or transmission work can easily run past $2,000. Longevity is another concern. By the time the Springfield passes 30,000 miles, owners often report problems with the fuel system, electronics, and belt drive. Each of these repairs can cost several hundred to over $1,000. Add in the fact that the bike's heavy frame eats through tires and brake pads quickly, and you're looking at another $500 to $800 a year in consumables alone. Depreciation is just as painful. Within 2 to 3 years, the Springfield can lose thousands of dollars in resale value, leaving owners with an expensive machine that few used buyers want due to the high repair costs. Overall, the Indian Springfield offers big presence and comfort on the road, but it comes at the price of constant upkeep and fast depreciation. Number 2. Triumph Rocket 3. The Triumph Rocket 3 is known for its incredible size and raw power, but owning one in the USA is a financial strain few riders expect. With a starting price of around $24,000, it already demands a serious commitment, and the long-term costs push it even higher. At the center is a massive 2,500cc inline-3 engine, the largest production motorcycle engine in the world. While it makes unmatched torque and performance, it also brings heavy repair bills. Routine servicing can cost over $600, and when larger jobs like valve adjustments or clutch replacements come up, bills can exceed $3,000. Durability over mileage is another weak point. By the time the Rocket 3 reaches 25 to 30,000 miles, owners report issues with electronics, cooling systems, and transmission components. Each repair adds hundreds or thousands of dollars in costs, and given the complexity of the engine, downtime is common. Depreciation makes things worse. The Rocket 3 loses thousands in resale value within the first couple of years, and because buyers know about its high upkeep costs, the used market is limited. That leaves many owners stuck with an expensive machine that's hard to sell. Overall, the Triumph Rocket 3 is an engineering marvel on the road, but it is also a financial trap. Number 1. Harley-Davidson Road Glide. The Harley-Davidson Road Glide is one of the most recognizable touring bikes in the USA, but it is also one of the most expensive to own long-term. With a starting price of around $25,000, it already sits at the high end of the market, and once repairs and upkeep enter the picture, the costs climb even higher. It comes with a Milwaukee 8 V-twin engine, delivering plenty of torque for highway miles. While reliable in short stints, problems often appear as the bike racks up mileage. Routine servicing can run $500 or more, while repairs for cam chain tensioners, oil pumps, or transmission issues can easily reach $2,000 to $3,000. Since most road glides require dealership service, labor costs near $200 an hour add even more weight to the bills. Touring electronics also create financial headaches. From infotainment system failures to sensor glitches and suspension adjustments, repairs are rarely under $1,000 each. By the time the Road Glide crosses 30,000 to 40,000 miles, many owners have already sunk thousands into keeping it road-ready. Its heavy weight also means faster wear on tires and brakes, with consumables costing another $500 to $800 every year. Overall, the Harley-Davidson Road Glide has presence, power, and comfort, but it comes at a steep financial price. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.